Hey guys, welcome to the California Bass Headquarters. In this video, I'm going to show you how to hand pour and create your own soft plastic baits. The first step in this process is what I think is the funnest, because it's where you really get to use your creativity. So you get yourself some bakeable modeling clay, and you shape yourself a lure. This right here is my paddle tail swim bait that I just molded out. It's got some details in there. It's got gills and an eye, those fins, a little hook slot underneath, and you make that. The other ones I have here, simple curly tail worm. That one's got some nice eyes and stripes all along the body. This is my baby snake lure, and this is my jig trailer or flipping craw. It's got really good detail on that. It's got lumpy claws just like a real crayfish, some antenna, big eyes, and that nice and meaty end here fits perfectly on any hooks. I personally use a 2/0 or a 3/0 on this guy. And what you're gonna, so the first thing you do is take your clay and you kind of roll it up in your hands, warm it up a little bit so that it's easy to mold. And then you make whatever you're gonna make. It can be anything you want, a worm, something like a topwater lure, and you just get it all the way where you want it, as detailed as you want it. And then you bake it at, whatever the instructions say. And when it comes out, it should be nice and hard. And now the next step is where it gets a little more complicated. Hey guys, welcome back. So now here I am in my garage workshop. Got all my supplies and everything. It's nice. And what I've done over the last like 10 minutes is I took my masters, my clay masters that I just showed you, and I super glued them into what I call a mold box. And here's an example of a mold box. That one's got my swim bait and my curltail worm in it. And what a mold box really is just a place for you to pour your mold material that's airtight with your lure super glued to the bottom. And so right here, in this already sealed airtight container, I just cut the top off, super glued my crayfish and snake onto the bottom, and then with this Aluminite high strength 2 mold making rubber and catalyst, mixing with the proper instructions. You can use any kind of mold making material that you prefer. I mixed that and just poured it right on top of my masters in their little airtight box. And what I'm going to do now is just let it sit and come back. This is going to require an overnight cure. And when I come back, it's going to be hard enough for me to take my mold out. Hey guys, welcome back. So my mold is all hardened up, and so what you do now is I'm going to undo the container, take the top off, get my mold out, okay. And as you can see, it's a pretty good mold. It took really well. And so I'm just going to pop the snake out, being really gentle. Keep your masters. Get the craw. And now I have 2 exact replicas of my masters. And if you need to, you can always trim the molds down, but I'll warn you, the least trimming the better, because sometimes you can accidentally trim your entire detailed design away, and that's no fun. And so the next step is just going to require for you a glass Pyrex or something easily safe in the microwave, a microwave, and your soft plastic material. Hey guys, welcome. Now I am back in the garage workshop. I have a lot of things set up, and I am going to pour some lures. So first off, in order to do that, plastic. For me, I have Alumisol, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour that into this Pyrex cup, just as much as you want to use. Leftovers. So I'm making a fairly large batch today. Excuse me. And so also have laying around the materials that you'll need after you heat your plastic, such as red dye, yellow dye, green dye, softener for your plastic, and I have red flake and black flake for today. So now I'm going to put our plastic in the microwave for 1 minute and then I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so I just got my plastic out of the microwave. As you can see now, it's still not ready. It's a milky white consistency right now, and after that I'm going to put it in for another minute. But so it's milky white right now, and then it's going to turn into a clear, thick gel. And after it's turned into a gel, it'll turn into a really water-like clear. And that's when your plastic is ready, and you add your colors and your flakes and your softener, and then you pour it into one of your molds, like I showed you how to make earlier. So I'm just waiting it for the microwave to cure my plastic all the way. Okay guys, so now my plastic is ready. As you can see, it is smoking a little bit. That's a good indicator. So now I'm just going to put it down. And I'm going to add my dyes. So for this, I'm going to start with a little bit of yellow, mix it all up, now it looks like pea. Now I'm going to go for the red. Little of this stuff goes a really long way. Now I'm going to go for a little green. Just a drop. So now it's a nice watermelon. Now I'm going to add my softener. The softener is great stuff, guys. I'm not going to add a lot. And some red flake. I think that's all I'll add this time. This doesn't look like a black flake color to me. This is my dark watermelon. Okay. So now we have that. Now I'm going to take one of my molds, and I'm just going to slowly pour it in. These are my 2-piece molds for a Cinco. Fill it all the way to the top. This is a fat tailworm. Got to be really careful when you're pouring these, because if it hits the sides, it won't make it to the top. Paddle-tail worm. Mouse. Reaper worm and drop shot worm. And now my plastic is hardened on me, so I'll get back to you guys when these all dry. Hey guys, what's up? So, all my molds have dried now, so I'm gonna just take a few apart to show you what the end product is like. So this one, I believe, yeah, this is my Cinco. Ta-da! So I just take the two molds apart. Excuse me, I have a cold. So then, you see, the tip where it's poured is a little messy, but otherwise it's perfect Cinco. In a watermelon motor oil red flake. So I take my scissors, cut that part off, get it nice and perfect. And now, boom. Got a really nice hand-poured Cinco. Ever heard of a hand-poured Cinco before? Probably not. And now I've got paddle-tail worm. My favorite two-piece mold, my fat-tail worm. I'll show you that one. So that one looks just like that. A really nice worm. This plastic is just so soft. With all the softener I added, I could stretch this really long way. And there's the color. Hard to tell. Mouse isn't dry yet. That's a really big mold. Wacky worm. These all still need to be trimmed. That's why there's crap hanging off of all of them. But drop shot worm. Reaper. And finally, yeah, I think I can take this guy out. Oop. Mouse. Thanks for watching, guys, once again. This is California Bass Headquarters. I hope this helped you if you are learning or trying to learn to make your own lures. Thanks for watching.